so far I happen to know there are actually €1 million watches in there. Chanel, Dolce & Gabbana, all this kind of thing. This is still very, very much West Berlin. Bulgari right here, Gucci. So very luxurious.
Pomowana. 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 Napale.
Okay, and on the right here coming up, actually it's the next block, but you'll see in a moment, there's actually a big airplane wing you'll see on the right hand side sticking out of the ground. And what that is actually a 1960s underground nuclear air raid shelter, a bomb shelter. And the only marking is of course that wing outside, and you can go visit it. And the deal was, the first 3,000 people to get there, first come first served, were allowed to actually go inside, and everyone else was sort of out of luck. And you were issued this ridiculous 1960s yellow jumpsuit costume, and they had apparently, this is the wing right here you can see on the right, red and silver, Story of Berlin, right, so that marks the entrance just in the middle of the Kudamm. And basically there was enough food in the bunker for about 3.5 years and enough air filtration for about 2 weeks. Right, so yeah, exactly. So you would watch everyone die horribly in nuclear winter outside, and then 2 weeks later it was your turn. Hard Rock Cafe as well. There's a scarf in there that Jimi Hendrix touched once. You know, if you care about that. Up ahead, if you can see the church through the trees, maybe not yet. You will shortly. This is what's called the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church. Actually one that was damaged, bombed in the Second World War and left intentionally that way as a memorial of sorts. So in 1957 and 1961 respectively, there was a new chapel built on the left and then a bell tower on the right. You can kind of see the scaffolding on it. And Berliners have a cynical habit of nicknaming buildings, so they call the church the Hollow Tooth, this chapel the Pillbox, and the bell tower the Lipstick. And as we drive by, you can probably see the bullet holes and shell impacts on the side of it as well. And there'll be lots of that today, so don't worry too much. Now actually my favorite story about this is that in 2007, the original bomber pilot, the airplane pilot who bombed this, came back to Berlin, found out it had fallen into disrepair, and petitioned the German government to hold a fundraising campaign to raise money to restore it to its original bombed out condition. But the chapel and the bell tower aren't very exciting during the daytime, but they have this incredible blue glass set into them, which means that at night they glow this very, very characteristic cobalt blue, and they were a huge part of the Berlin skyline in the 1980s. All the postcards you see always have that Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church in the midst of it.